Hello, all my friends. Welcome to the channel. My name is T. Thank you for tuning in for those of you who are new to the channel. Today, I am going to share two things. The first is the 1K milestone giveaway winner. So I'm going to do that. And I'm also going to talk about the McCall's M7981 pattern, which is a cute little skirt pattern that has 4 different variations. And I just recently made this last week and I posted it on my Instagram. So those of you who follow me on Instagram, you've probably already seen this, but I'm going to go ahead and share my review of this pattern in this video. But first, let's talk about the 1K subscriber giveaway and the winner of the giveaway. So as I mentioned last week, I used a random generator. So I put all the names in the random generator. And Ricky B, you are the winner. Yeah, so thank you so much for participating and congratulations. And for those of you who did not win, please make sure you continue to tune into my channel and continue to enter into my giveaways. And who knows, in the future, you could be, you can win as well. So yeah, that's always exciting. Thank you so much for tuning in. All right, so let's talk about the McCall's M7981 pattern. This is a really easy, quick sew. Like I said before, it has 4 different variations. It includes length variations. It has pockets. You can do a tie belt. It's just, you can just go mad with this pattern. Seriously, you can just make all different types of styles with this pattern. It's a really cute, simple base pattern, but you can definitely put your own spin on it because it has so much potential. Love it, love it, love it. For the closure of this skirt, you're going to be using buttons, and the buttons go down the center front of the skirt. You have 3 main pattern pieces for the skirt, which includes the skirt front, the skirt side fronts, and this skirt back. The back is placed on the fold. The skirt front, you cut 2 pieces out of that, and the skirt side, you're going to cut 2 pieces out of it as well. I made a mistake on my very first skirt front part, but I'll tell you a little bit about that later. It has the option where you could do either side seam pockets or you could do side front pockets. I did the side front pockets. Oh, and let me tell you, I did view A. I'm going to go ahead and put a video here. So as I'm talking, you can actually see what I'm talking about and the different pattern characteristics. So view A, which is the view that I did, it has ties at the waistband. It also has, you have your buttons that you're going to put down the center front, which I believe it's 5 buttons. It's either 5 or 6 buttons. And for view A, you can also do, you have the option of doing the sides in a contrast color, or you can do like contrast plaid panels or something like that, because they have the different arrows for the grain line and also for the diagonal directional lines, so that you can actually put place your patterns in a way in which you can be creative and use that to match your plaids or your stripes. So I really like that about the pattern as well. As I mentioned before, it has 2 different length variations. You have a mid knee length variation, and you have a lower calf to mid calf variation as well. I really like those views as well. What I should have done with this pattern is I should have did a mock-up at least for the waistband, because I ended up selecting a size based on the tissue paper and it just was not accurate. And that could be for a number of reasons. It could be because, number 1, I've changed my diet and I've been losing weight within the last 3 to 4 weeks. And so obviously I'm going to see some significant changes based on diet and also exercising and things like that. And so that could be one of the main reasons. And then also the pattern, I don't know if it's very accurate in terms of like the measurements that they give on the tissue paper. So I would definitely, if I had to give a recommendation, which aren't really many, I would definitely say make sure that you do a mock-up at the very least for the waistband part of it, and make sure that you include like the buttons and the facing and all that other stuff so that you know exactly how it's going to fit on your waist. Because I had to cinch in my waist, I had about 3 inches, maybe 3.5 inches of room. And because I had the ties actually saved me. I was able to cinch in my waist with the belt, cinch the extra fabric in the waist of the garment with the belt. And that actually saved me. And that was a really great, way to be able to make sure that the dress fit or the skirt fits me. But it doesn't fit me. So I'm going to actually give this skirt to my daughter, and I'm going to make another skirt. And yeah, so I got the fabric from Fabric Mart Fabrics, and the fabric that I chose is it's a navy blue seersucker cotton poly blend fabric, and I absolutely love this fabric. When I first received this in the mail, because seersucker, when a company labels, especially an online shop labels their product as seersucker, it's like, and it doesn't have any other description except for cotton poly blend. It's really hard to tell what you're going to get because there are different types of seersuckers. And I was hoping for the more softer seersucker. That's not the case here. And so when I received the seersucker, I was a little bit disappointed because it's not really soft. It's actually really crinkly, and it's a little bit more, it's not rough, but it does have a lot of texture to it, as you can see, and that's just the nature of seersucker. But it just depends on what kind of blend you get, whether it's a 50-50 blend or if it's, a 60-40 blend. The more cotton you have, I think the softer it's going to be, depending on what kind of cotton that is. And so I was just a little bit unsure as to what I was going to get. And so I was really nervous about getting it because I don't really like working with the more, the harder type textured seersucker. But I absolutely love it. It brings the skirt to life. It has so much details. I mean, looking at the photo, you can just tell it just pops out, right? And having that front band in the front, well, it's not really a front band. It's the facing, and it gets like overlapped onto each other. You have to stitch it going down, and it's a really nice skirt. And I think the seersucker really brings out the skirt, like the pattern, the style. It's just really cute, and I absolutely adore it. So I'm definitely going to order some more of that seersucker and make this skirt again in a smaller size because I absolutely love it. Now I used some inexpensive, very, very inexpensive buttons from Joann Fabrics. They are a really nice lighter blue. It's lighter than the navy blue that you see on the skirt. And I absolutely love the contrast of the two. I think they complement one another really well. And I love the vibrancy of the buttons as well. So I'm really excited about the button choice. And yes, definitely I'm going to make this same exact skirt again and give this one to my daughter because my daughter can actually fit it. And I'm going to make a different one for myself and go down a size or two. I did purchase 2.5 yards, and it comes on a 60-inch wide fabric, but I made a mistake on one of my panels. I can't remember, but I had to recut that panel out again. I think what I did is I made a mistake and cut it on the wrong side of the fabric, because with seersucker, especially this type, it's really hard to see what's the wrong side and what's the right side. And so I cut it on the wrong side of the fabric, and then I just decided to recut that piece out. So that's basically what happened. And so now I don't have enough to make another dress or another skirt. So I have to go ahead and purchase some more from Fabric Mart, and they do have a lot in stock. So I'm going to hurry up and get on that so I can make it again. But like I said, absolutely adore this skirt, and I highly recommend the pattern. I usually don't recommend skirt patterns that much because usually they're just very simple, they're easy, and it's a skirt pattern that most people can just draft up instead of buying it. But this is definitely a really nice skirt pattern, and I really would recommend this one to anyone who's interested in skirts. So yeah, that's my review of it. If you have any other questions about this skirt or about the giveaway or about anything about this relating to this channel, please make sure that you put all your comments in the comment section below. Thank you so much for tuning in, and as always, stay creative, my friends.